I just had an epiphany. I'm unemployed.
Ben, how are you doing today?
Doing good. Thanks for having me back.
In Triple Threat, you can pick your car.
Folks, Brian Anderson here, alongside two fantastic analysts, Grant Hill and Brent Barry at the table, and our reporter, Allie LaForce. And now a chance to see what's coming up for the Denver Nuggets. On Saturday, they'll be matching up against Kawhi Leonard and the Los Angeles Clippers. And then on Monday, they kick off a road trip in Toronto, where they'll take on the Raptors.
The road is never the highlight of your schedule for any team. But for these guys, it is a chance to go out there, test themselves, and see how well they gel outside of home court. It could be a very valuable experience.
All right, let's check out the starting group for the Thunder. Some serious height in the middle. Holmgren, the 4, Hartenstein, the 5. Gilgeous-Alexander runs the point with Dort at the 2. And it's Williams in at the 3 slot. And for Denver, Porter Jr. and Gordon make up the forwards. Pairing up in the backcourt, Murray and Brown. And it's Jokic in at the center position. What's not to love about opening day, Grant? Every team with an equal chance to do something special.
That's the way these teams look at it. Regardless how your previous season went, you have a chance to do something special, something great. Time to start fresh and build on that optimism.
Murray with it. Jokic with a screen on Hartenstein. Pass to Jokic from outside the arc. Sinks it from distance.
Nice stroke on the quick shot by Jokic. Not giving the defense any chance. Chance to come over and disrupt.
Takes the three. Rebound by the Nuggets. Murray deciding where to go with it. From behind the arc. That won't go. Misses his first shot of the game.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
And that one drops for him.
And the scoring just goes up and up every year for Shea. That pull-up jumper, that's confirmation of how good he is.
And we're joined now by Shams Charania. He's calling in with a story. Good to have you, Shams. What's going on?
Guys, thanks. The Thunder, last season's top seed in the West, but they didn't rest on their laurels. They traded for a lockdown defender in Alex Caruso and signed hard-charging big man Isaiah Hartenstein. With their improvements, this is a team set to continue its upward trajectory. They have tons of draft capital moving forward and a ton of upside.
Big moves. Okay. Okay, thanks for the report, Shams.
There's a great pace to Gilgeous-Alexander's game. The mid-range fits well.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Murray. Gordon with a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. Oh, it's blocked. It deflects off the backboard.
And maybe they're a little too excited today. They need to settle down. They've opened up 1 for 4.
Gordon with a steal. Out to the right wing. Porter from outside. And again, Denver no good.
Still searching out their offensive game right now. 1 of 5 from the field to start this one.
Dort, the pass to Holmgren. Back to Dort. And the layup is good.
How about the athleticism of Dort? You see the width he has, but man, he can outwork you defensively.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Thanks. I caught up with the Nuggets head coach. We were talking about Chet Holmgren, the versatility of both ends. And coach pointed out one thing in particular, saying that Chet has the ability to create for himself. He's a tremendous ball handler for his size. He has great footwork, and he stays on balance. So he knows it's going to take a team effort defensively.
All right, Allie, thanks once again. Now here's Dort. Here's Holmgren. Gordon pulls it in. And coming off a major injury, Chet Holmgren was unbelievable in his first full season, Brent.
Doesn't it feel like, B.A., he poured the concrete and a solid foundation for what his career is going to be all about? I mean, a terrific big with skill, size, toughness. The sky is the limit for this guy.
Here's Dort. Pass to Williams. Tipped. Here's Gordon. Oh, he misses the dunk.
Trying to show off for the fans and give them their money's worth, just couldn't finish.
Dort, the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Baseline try. Oh, he nails that one. 3 for 4 now. Nuggets trail by 5. Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
Pass to Porter. Back to Murray. To the wing on the left. 5 on the clock. They still need this. And it's Porter. That time on the assist by Jokic.
Porter so developed with that long-range shot. Beautiful form on.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Rebounded by Denver. Their first chance this season playing the Thunder.
They took the season series against this opponent last year. High-profile games are the best.
He got it, no doubt. That's a foul, and it's going to be a transition take foul. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. That free throw good from Gilgeous-Alexander.
In that 2018 draft, you think about those names, Doncic, Jaren Jackson Jr., and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Boy, that's a lot to begin with.
Oklahoma City making a switch here. Williams is checked in for Hartenstein. Wiggins comes in for Chet Holmgren. Caruso, he's checked in for Williams. And it's Wallace in for Dort. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. 7 points in the game. Played it in with a nice touch off the window. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 9 points.
That's just tremendous scoring instinct. So fun to watch him work in the half court.
What a performance for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He has been the story for the Thunder, hunting for opportunities, leading to 9 points in the quarter. We'll be right back after this word. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Oklahoma City.
They've been in rhythm from the in-between area, just keeping things simple and taking what the D gives them.
Well, I want to add also the damage that has been done on the inside. A lot of rubble in there, but they're continuing to go right at the defense.
Gordon and Jokic together in the middle. Russell Westbrook out there with Jamal Murray, and it's Porter in at the 3 spot. That's the group for Denver getting going in the second. And over the last few years, SGA has emerged as an all-NBA level player, Brent. What's been the key to his success?
I think the key, BA, to him is his confidence. I think that he feels like he is overlooked on a nightly basis and does not get the respect he deserves. So he comes in with that chip on his shoulder, and he plays the entire game coming at any defense that people throw at him.
And something that makes SGA so dangerous on offense, his elite drive and kickability.
Yeah, you have to load towards him when he comes off a high pick. He just draws so much attention and can find another cutter or spot-up shooter. He has so much gravity to his game.
They kick it out to Murray. On target from range. Murray's gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. SGA explodes to the rim.
This is what Gilgeous-Alexander does. He attacks you relentlessly.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
KBA, the Denver Nuggets are building for the long haul. Their philosophy has been to draft polished prospects and then develop them into contributors. They look for 4 qualities: basketball IQ, character, positional size, and the absence of skill deficiencies. Ryan, the track record has been strong.
It really has. Thanks, Allie. Won't go, and that makes him 5 for 8.
Won't see him miss that one too many times.
Yeah, that happens. Important thing is for players, just don't beat yourself up and make a miss like that cost you another play.
And up the court come the Thunder on the break. And here's Caruso outside. Knocks it down from distance. Caruso's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
Well, a solid facilitator that helps that the defense thinks that Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is going to shoot and not pass.
Murray passes to Jokic. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. Wallace, left side. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Gilgeous-Alexander, double team. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
and you can't leave the basket unprotected. Bad things will happen to you.
Yeah, that was just way too easy.
Will not find a higher percentage opportunity than that.
Jokic finds Murray. Back to Jokic. Over Williams. And again, it's Denver missing. Oklahoma. City leading by 8. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Strong finish by Gilgeous-Alexander. Well, Grant, you were an excellent defender in your day. So who was the toughest player you had to guard?
Well, there were so many great players, Michael, LeBron. But let's talk about the late, great Kobe Bryant. I mean, he really had no weaknesses. And even if you defended him perfectly, there's a good chance he can still make the shot.
And while Nikola Jokic has lots of years left in this league, he's already an all-time great.
You know, B.A., not many...
There's 37 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
And he's easily been their best rebounder tonight.
He's competed for every missed shot. Feels like he's quicker to the basketball than anyone else out there.
Now here's Westbrook. Pass to Watson. Jokic with it. Eubanks defending. 5 on the clock. And Jokic slams it in.
Capable of being a very potent scorer. Jokic certainly has looked focused. So far in this one.
So it's the Nuggets winning this one easily. A confident win and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean.
Thank you, David. Thank you.
There's 21 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Jokic the screen. Back to Murray to take the lead. Oh, bangs home the three.
Cool as they come. Jamal Murray has the heart of a champion.
The three, Barrett. Oh, it's good! Are you kidding me?
Oh, my goodness. That's how you beat the clock. The winner at the buzzer. It doesn't get any better. Phenomenal finish. A three at the horn. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? I guess really that's about the only way we could expect a game like this to close the curtain.
So it's the Raptors taking the W in a close one. That was an incredible night of hoops. A tremendous finish. They waited until the very last moment to seal it.
And so many times we see these close games won by the home team.
And now we have Allie LaForce standing with the player of the game. Allie, take it away.
Brandon, hot shooting for you tonight. Where do you get that confidence level to take over like this?
Just coming in, working on my routine every single day. I think my teammates put me in a really, really good position to step in the shots and give me confidence on the basketball floor to shoot the ball and also put them in the basketball to do whatever they want on the floor to create and make something happen. So confidence comes from my teammates.
And you've been a great teammate as well. Guys, back to you.
Allie, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Grant Hill, Clark Kellogg, and Allie LaForce.
Which card and player are you today?
We've been waiting for this day for a long time. It's opening day in the NBA. Thanks, everyone, for joining us here in the start of a new season. With Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony alongside, I'm Kevin Harlan at the table. And from the sidelines, it's our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. And the upcoming schedule for the Mavericks. On Saturday, they'll go up against Devin Booker and the Phoenix Suns. Then on Monday, they'll head home to take on the Utah Jazz.
And that game against Houston, that's one to mark on the schedule. It's their 5th game of the year, and we should start to see their lineups get sorted out.
And a look at the starters for San Antonio. Castle is out there with Fox. Then there's Devin Vassell. Then there's Wembanyama. And it's Duncan in at the 4-man position. And for Dallas, they've got Anthony Davis. Thompson is out there with Kyrie Irving. Then it's Nowitzki. Now that the new season is tipped off, Richard, how important is it to get things off to a good start?
I'd say it's fairly important, but this is a long season, Kevin. It's about sustaining a high level of play consistently.
Here's Castle. Duncan outside. And Duncan throws it down hard.
Yeah, and at 7-1, Duncan is a problem in the paint. Outstanding with his extension there and just hammering it home.
Now here's Irving. Nowitzki outside, drains it from beyond the arc.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Richard, one thing is for sure with these Spurs, a lot of top free agents have got to be looking at him now as a destination.
It doesn't take a lot of skill to see that Wemby is a different type of player. And look, if you are a free agent, that's the player that you want to look at to say, hey, can I team up with him and go on a string of championships?
The Mavericks shooting their first free throws of this game.
And their free throw percentage as a unit last year, 76%, right around the middle of the road.
And we've got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. Shams, what's the story?
Thanks, guys. Well, after their three-point shooting abandoned them in the finals, the Mavericks have addressed that shortcoming in a major way, acquiring one of the Splash Brothers, Klay Thompson. Klay is eager for a fresh start and an opportunity, I'm told, to add another ring to his championship resume. This should be a match made in heaven.
Without a doubt. Shams Charania with the report. Hey, Shams, thanks.
That's just a bucket. Look, you expect him to make. It's tough when you miss those.
.124 left to play in the first. Irving kicks to Thompson. Off target from three-point range.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
It's good.
You look at Fox now. Compared to when he entered the league, he is so much more physical.
Thompson outside for 3. Rebounded by Castle. For San Antonio, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Pass to Wembanyama. Here's Castle. 6 on the shot clock. Over Thompson. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim. The Mavericks have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. They set the pick. Now here's Davis. Nowitzki for 3. Knocks down the 3 ball. Nowitzki's got a pair of 3s now in the first quarter for the Mavs.
And the defense has to be up on Nowitzki more than that because he's too good a shooter from outside.
It's Vassell on the wing. Here's the teardrop. Oh, and the buzzer beater's good.
Resourceful move there, ending the period.
A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. The Mavericks on top, up 2. Stay with us as we get set to bring you the second quarter right after this. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen here, guys, from the Mavericks.
Just stretching out the floor in that first. They had the defense scrambling.
Their points came almost exclusively from beyond the arc. And as this game continues, that should open up the floor for the rest of their offense.
On the floor for San Antonio, Devin Vassell out there with Duncan. Then it's Castle. Then it's De'Aaron Fox. And it's Wembanyama in at the 5 spot. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Kevin, thanks. De'Aaron Fox stays in attack mode. He says people don't want to guard somebody that's going to attack them on every possession. You can't get that break. You can't take any plays off. And with his speed, Kevin, that is a lot to deal with all game long.
A ton, David, to deal with, no question. EA, thanks. Outside, Davis. No good from outside. Spurs leading by 3. Well, we know, GA, the Mavs are so adept at hunting the matchups they want. They're patient and methodical.
Yeah, they never look like they're in a rush, right? Even when you send a double or trap the ball, the Mavs stay calm and know where to go. It's what makes slowing down their pick and roll so difficult.
Dallas with the ball. Following this game, they hit the road to challenge the Suns at Footprint Center in Phoenix. That will be a getaway game for them, a 1-game road trip. And some changes here for the Mavericks. Nowitzki's checked in for Davis. Thompson comes in for Marshall. And Irving subbed in for D'Angelo Russell. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played so far. And here's Duncan. He'll bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. With the shot. No good off the front iron. Mavericks trail by 3. Outside Irving. And the rejection by Wembanyama. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Wembanyama. Here's Nowitzki. 8 points for him. Washington.
And really, they're going to have to figure out a different way to attack this defense. They're not getting many good looks at all. Their field goal percentage is scraping the bottom of the barrel. Ooh. Oh, inflicting some punishment with the 2-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Duncan with the block.
He's the defensive anchor for this team. Duncan excels at reading shooters and then altering their shots.
Pass to Wembanyama. It's rebounded by Dallas.
thing that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
Outside Irving. Just 5 on the clock. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Here's Nowitzki. That's good from 17 feet away. And that's 10 points for Dirk Nowitzki.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Spurs lead by 3. All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow. Right here on 2K Sports.
Well, their offensive execution has been bad, Ernie. Bad. They're not running the sets. They're forcing bad shots. Undisciplined, bad basketball.
Well, yeah, I have to agree with you, man. If it's not there for you, please.
And now, not a bad time to take a look at the schedule ahead.
Well, look here now, the Mavericks. You really get to...
And that is a wrap.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game that's been so far. Dirk Nowitzki having a dominant impact in this game.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
If they don't change their approach in the second half, let's just say his success will continue.
They've got Nowitzki. Irving is out there with Klay Thompson. And there's Davis. That's the lineup out there for the Mavericks. And the shot is good. The Spurs lead has been cut down to 1 on the bucket from Klay Thompson. The Spurs shooting at 46%, making some buckets. And for Klay Thompson, Richard, he's entering a different part now of his career.
And it happens to all of us. Father Time is undefeated. But Klay's game, his ability to hit threes as an elite level, that is not going anywhere, Kevin.
You know, the right thing there to try to fade away with the D all over him, but that is a difficult shot to sink.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, thanks. The Mavericks at last season's trade deadline added length by acquiring Daniel Gafford and P.J. Washington. Coach Jason Kidd says they help on both ends. Gafford has the ability to roll, has great hands. P.J. can put the ball on the floor and guard 1 through 5. And then defensively, they both bring physicality. Kevin?
David, there is an argument to be made. That was one of the best trades at midseason this league has seen in a very long time. Pass to Vassell. San Antonio again missing.
Off to a bit of a slow start in the second half. 0 for 3 so far.
Yeah, the defender all over it.
San Antonio shooting their first shots from the free throw line tonight.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line. So that's a nice all-around effort. Yeah, the quiet intensity that Duncan brings, just incredible. He's a consistent force whose teammates really look up to.
Richard, last season marked the 5th consecutive year that the Spurs missed the playoffs.
And this drought came directly after their historic streak of 22 consecutive playoff appearances. But the silver lining in this stretch is that it allowed them to draft a generational talent in Wembanyama.
Back to Davis. Out to Thompson. Lets it go from deep. A rebound by the Spurs.
Yeah, and you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Pass to Duncan. And here is Fox. Duncan with a screen on Irving. Here's Fox. And the layup is good. Fox has got his second basket.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Here's Irving. Accurate with a jumper from the elbow.
The mid-range Irving is so consistent. He can hit that shot whenever he needs to.
Wembanyama, a screen. Floats it up for Wembanyama. It's stolen by Davis. Thompson outside. Pass to Nowitzki. Lets it fly. The rebound by the Spurs. Duncan's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Wembanyama finds Vassell. On the wing, Duncan. Offline with his 3. And we've got a whistle. The refs are indicating it's a transition take foul. It's going to be a shot and the ball. The Mavericks have looked good at the line tonight. They're perfect in 4 attempts.
And for his size, Nowitzki's abilities as a shooter are really special. This guy can knock it down as if he played in the backcourt.
Irving looking for an opening. Here's the screen. Here's Davis. And that one released in time, but no good. 3 quarters of play in a close game here. Spurs. A chance now to hear Jason Kidd talking to his team moments ago.
It's not going to be easy. Come on. It's not going to be easy. Let's go. Defense. 1, 2, 3, defense.
Jason Kidd moments ago in his huddle getting everyone focused and amped up to take on these next few moments.
Yeah, and an emphasis really on forcing stops. Something Coach did very well back in his day when he was playing. Let's see if they can live up to his expectations.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this 4th quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. On the court for San Antonio. Duncan out there with Devin Vassell. Then it's Victor Wembanyama. Then it's Castle. And it's Fox in at the 1. Vassell outside. Wembanyama sets a screen for Vassell. Outside for Wembanyama. 4 on the clock. Spins. Oh, there's the strength training. Wembanyama.
Man, this kid has all the confidence in the world. Wembanyama stayed under control just in time to beat the clock.
And Jason Kidd is called timeout. And he wants to see some changes out there right away and right now. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to listen in on what Jason Kidd went over with his team. They were asking the team to play faster, push the ball. Coach told the players, hey, look, in this league, fast break points are the easiest. We need more of them. Can't argue with that. Kevin?
Thanks, David. Vassell outside. Here's Duncan. The shot misses. Nice D from Nowitzki. Mavericks trail by 3. Thompson right side. In the corner, Irving with it. Back to Thompson. Covered by Vassell. Fires top of the key. Dallas no good that time either.
Well, the defense didn't have any impact on that shot, but somehow he still misses it.
2nd minute off the clock now in the 4th. Now, here's Fox. Duncan down low. He's guarded by Davis.
Too much this, too much that, too much length from AD. Get that out of here. And that is an absolute heartbreaker of a turnover. In a close game like this, that might be enough to impact how it ends.
43 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Second shot opportunity.
And the incredible reach of Wembanyama, helping him knock away that one.
And here's Fox. He'll bring it up for the Spurs. A great 4th quarter, just giving up 2 points. Duncan outside. Back to Fox. Duncan right side. The 19-foot shot. That doesn't go either for Duncan. And we've got a timeout called by Jason Kidd. Pivotal moment in this game. He's not taking any chances. He'll call time. Any ideas on strategy being discussed right now in that huddle?
And if you can get a 3, shoot it. Otherwise, get the quick 2 and a foul.
Yeah. Time is the enemy at this point, so I think I'd go for the tie and avoid playing the foul game.
And they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
And now they decide to foul intentionally. And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now on the second. And he ends up making the second, and that will put them up by 2. 5 seconds left in the game. And on the way from Irving for 3. Oh, that shot had a chance, but no good. And so it's San Antonio who scraped by with the win. This wins.
A quick peek into the locker room as the players get set for the game ahead, looking to make a big splash here tonight. Welcome to 2K Sports. We have the NBA coming up. Great to have you with us. This is Brian Anderson with Grant Hill and Stan Van Gundy. And out on the sidelines is Allie LaForce. Here's what the Houston Rockets have lined up on their schedule. On Monday, they'll go up against the Spurs in San Antonio. Then on Thursday, they'll take on Kyrie Irving and the Dallas Mavericks.
And for that game against the Warriors, it's one that I'm curious about. It'll be their 6th contest of the season for them, and a game that should have a lot of great matchups.
Now the starting group for the Houston Rockets. Smith out there with Kevin Durant. Then it's Fred VanVleet. Then it's Thompson. Then it's Olajuwon in at the 5, roaming the paint. And for the Spurs, Castle is out there with De'Aaron Fox. Then there's Devin Vassell. Then there's Wembanyama. And it's Duncan in at the 4. Year after year, this early portion of the season is characterized by a great deal of overreaction, Grant.
The media and fans build up a lot of expectations in the offseason. And it's not that bad, but when those expectations aren't met, watch out. Listen, we all just need to settle down and see how things play out. The season is still very young. There were questions about Wembanyama's strength coming into the league. No problem with the contact here.
Putting that pass right in his stride. Didn't have to slow up and was able to complete the play.
And Wembanyama gets it to go.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
And even after a year, the numbers that Wembanyama can put up are staggering.
Oh, terrifying what his stat line could look like in 5 years' time. His minutes and usage will only continue to grow. He could have multiple quadruple doubles in his future.
Vassell passes to Wembanyama. Here's Castle, defended by Thompson. Plenty of space. Castle misses.
Well, the defense just gave him that shot, and he wasn't able to convert. Very disappointing.
And Houston making a change here. Eason's checked in. First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone by. Smith outside. Here's Olajuwon, covered by Wembanyama. Oh, rejected by Wembanyama.
With his length and energy, Wembanyama has the ability to be a game-changing defender.
A line change here for San Antonio. A minute 20 left in the first. 6 on the shot clock. Smith passes to Durant. The putback. Control. The rebound and the putback.
Huge putback. This guy plays with so much energy.
I don't know anybody that goes after the boards harder. Holiday's checked in for Thompson. For San. Antonio, they've gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Well, I had a chance to talk with the head coach for the Spurs. I asked him about the many difficulties that Kevin Durant presents to a defense, and coach said with most guys, you can force them left or right or send help. With Kevin, he can always shoot over the top of you. Sometimes you feel helpless in that regard. Not a lot of solutions for a 7-foot sharpshooter, guys.
Allie, thank you. Now here's Wembanyama. Puts the move on. Smith with the rebound.
Not really what we expected. You know he wants that one back.
And once again, off the mark by San Antonio. First quarter of basketball. Just over 2.5 minutes played so far. A chance there to take the lead, but a miss. Wembanyama against Eason. Wembanyama, pass to Champagnie. Wembanyama down low. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Wembanyama's got his 3rd basket on the night right there.
Now you want to get him going as soon as...
Oh, at the buzzer! He got it off in time!
That is in it.
And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. It's Houston. They're up by 1. And quarter number 2 will get underway just after this short break. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even on the scoreboard so far. All right, what do you think about the Rockets?
It was pretty obvious. I mean, cashing in on extra opportunities. That's how they built this early lead.
Yeah, you can bet their coach is encouraging them to keep up the extra effort. It's more than paying off.
So the Houston Five right now. Dorian Finney-Smith is out there with Tari Eason. Then it's Josh Okogie. Then it's Thompson. And it's Şengün in at center. Since being selected in the 21 draft, Alperen Şengün has really improved.
Yeah, from 9 points per game as a rookie to over 20 in his third year, Şengün has averaged about 5 assists per game over a season. A huge number for a 6'11" post guy. He is so skilled.
And De'Aaron Fox picks up the foul. That's his first foul of the game. Van Vliet's checked in for the Rockets.
Rocket substitution. Number 5, Fred VanVleet.
On the wing, Finney-Smith. Back to Van Vliet. Over Fox. Van Vliet misses.
Those are precisely the looks this team is trying to create.
Yeah, quality offense will serve you well in the long run. You can't settle for bad shots.
The Rockets lead by 3. Thompson outside. Pass to Eason. The basket's good. Off the assist from Thompson.
And they're trending in the right direction after a rough first quarter from the field.
They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
All right, guys, we're lucky to have Shams Charania joining us now. Our 2K insider calling in with a story. What do you got, Shams?
Well, guys, teams are all grappling with this new CBA, especially the dreaded second apron. Fans possibly unclear on what it means. Honestly, even front offices are still navigating the complexities of the new restrictions. But basically, it has become harder for teams to spend big and acquire new players under the current systems. We'll see, guys, how this impacts everyone moving forward.
Something to keep an eye on, no doubt. All right, Shams, thanks a lot. Here's Duncan. Pass to Wembanyama. Şengün with a steal. Jumps up. Oh, and the jam by Thompson.
That's unreal. I mean, Thompson, that boy's going to hit his head on the rim one day.
Oh, and the Rockets making a change here. Finney-Smith's checked in. And a quick pause here. Let's go to the 2K leaderboard and check out last season's best shot blockers. Victor Wembanyama, number 1.
Even when the ball would swing away from him, he would rotate and challenge the shot.
Quarter 2 and about 2 minutes in. Van Vliet against Fox. Pass to Duncan. And the layup falls. Duncan's got his first points of the night.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
Outside Finney-Smith. Here's Olajuwon. Inside. Here's Durant. KD jams it straight down.
Turning up the intensity. Durant saw his chance and does not hold back.
Fox with the ball. And it's Şengün picking him up. Fox against Şengün. Clock at 6. Fox goes in.
They're one of the fastest players in the game. When Fox attacks the defense, he puts so much pressure on them.
San Antonio shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game. First free throw is good. And both free throws good for Fox. Here's Van Vliet. Yet to see a basket. From downtown. Vassell with the rebound. Pass to Fox. Oh, Fox gets up and throws it down.
Oh, my. That's why we have those breakaway rims.
Dude, he risked pulling the whole thing down to the floor right there. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. It's Houston. They lead by 2. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports.
Glad you could join us.
Playing well on the road can be very difficult. They're doing a good job despite the challenges.
Away from home, they aren't letting the crowd get into there. And now let's take a glimpse at some of the games on the upcoming. And that's a wrap on halftime. Thanks for watching as we send you back to BA to call the second half.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. Well, without question, De'Aaron Fox displaying all his skills today.
There's virtually nothing you can do to stop him. I mean, you can't even contain him. He's been that great.
Yeah, he makes defenses look utterly helpless. It's like pick your poison trying to contain him.
They've got De'Aaron Fox. Victor Wembanyama is out there with Devin Vassell, and it's Duncan in at the 4. That's the San Antonio 5. Grant, when you talk about De'Aaron Fox, what an exciting player.
That he is, and just now entering the prime years of his career. We've seen him make great strides the last few years. It's scary trying to think just how much he can still improve. Got to give him credit for jumping on the ball and making the most at the other end.
Boy, inexcusable at this point of the game. They got to be more composed in these moments.
Well, as a coach, turnovers will drive you nuts, but sometimes that happens when you're aggressive. So there's a balance.
The Rockets trail. Stolen by Vassell. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
What a throwdown by Vassell. This is why he looks to get to the basket.
Smith outside. Pass to Thompson. Outside Durant. Shoots over Vassell. Durant, so effective inside.
Well, when you have a scorer as skilled as he is, you do everything you can to get him the looks he needs.
San Antonio calls timeout. Sohan's checked in for San Antonio. Castle comes in for Harper. And, Coach, you've been lauded by some of your former players for your pregame preparation. I've seen it myself in the broadcasting world.
Well, I've also been cursed by some of those players for my pregame walkthroughs, Brian. People thought they were way too long, but I just wanted to be as prepared as possible and was one that always believed I'd rather do too much than too little.
The fancy dribbling from Thompson. I mean, showing he's not afraid to take some risk on offense.
Wembanyama, screen on Van Vliet. Fox, the pass to Wembanyama. Sohan outside, fires the 3, nails it from beyond the arc. Sohan's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Rockets trail by 5. Thompson outside. Pass to Olajuwon. Rebound by San Antonio. On the wing, Vassell, guarded by Durant. The 3 from Wembanyama. Thompson pulls it in. The Rockets have gotten 2 of 4 shots to go since the break.
Oh! Wow!
What a burst Thompson has. I mean, on his drives, he goes from 0 to 60 in a heartbeat.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Picked up by Sohan. Pass to Castle. Six to shoot. Back to Fox. Spurs need to get one up here. Knocks it loose. Oh, Fox with a steal. To the right side. Up and over Smith. And a jumper from the wing offline. It's still anybody's game as we reach the end of 3. San Antonio on top. Lead. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
He's always near the top of the list for this honor. I mean, passes like these are his specialty.
Well, he's a consummate floor general, surveying the defense and delivering the pass on time and on target.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. So the Houston 5 right now. We've got Amen Thompson, Kevin Durant is out there with Jabari Smith. Then it's Fred VanVleet. And it's Olajuwon in at the 5. Back to Fox. From 20 feet. It's rebounded by Olajuwon. Olajuwon's got 5 rebounds tonight. Durant, the pass to Olajuwon. And no good. San Antonio leading by 3. And here's Fox. It's hauled in by Houston. Olajuwon's got his 6th rebound on the night. And we've got a whistle. He was fouling with a purpose. And in that spot, in that situation, it's got to be a transition take foul.
Yeah, he's a guy you want at the line. And clearly not affected by the moment.
And San Antonio making a change here. Well, Houston's shooting at a decent clip. 45% for the game. Here's Thompson. Got a piece of it.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Fox up top, guarded by VanVleet. Vassell outside, 3-pointer, and the 3-pointer goes. And the Spurs lead by 5. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Spurs.
Well, I love how connected they've been defensively. They're right into shooters and piling up block shots.
They're also finding a lot of points tonight off transition play, running the floor and using the fast break to beat the defense.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Well, over the break, I listened to Ime Udoka's huddle. He was very upbeat and positive, saying to his guys, let's go. I want you guys to up the pace. Look to push the ball up the floor whenever you can. They cannot stop us in transition. Let's see how the team responds. Guys?
Great work, Allie. Thanks. 1:27 left to play in the 4th. Fox against VanVleet. It's stolen by Wembanyama. Here's Fox. Here's Duncan, covered by Smith. Goes back up. Duncan, no good. Rockets trail by 7.
Every moment counts here. They have got to get moving.
And they have to play fast, but also smart. Every possession counts right now.
He buries it from 3.
This is huge for Smith's overall growth. Now, he wants to be a knockdown scorer in big-time spots.
And so they foul intentionally.
First personal foul. First team foul.
And now we've got an intentional foul.
Fred VanVleet. Second personal foul. Second team foul.
First free throw is good, and that puts him up 5. And so he drops them both, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Every free throw is crucial in a close game. Nice work at the line.
To the paint. Here's Olajuwon, covered by Wembanyama. They get it again. Durant for 3. And the ball out of play. The Spurs will have it.
Spurs ball.
A chance here to possibly put the game away.
They have to remain focused to get it done.
Third personal foul. Third team foul.
He hits the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
And looking at Fox, a microwave scorer and Tasmanian Devil running up and down the floor. A fun player to watch.
There's 25 seconds left to play in the 4th quarter. Thompson outside. For 3, Smith. Rebounded by Castle. There's a chance of their lead hitting double digits here.
And that really would put them in control.
And so it's San Antonio with the W. This one was a fun one to watch. They were clearly in the driver's seat down the stretch.
They really were, B.A. They played with great intensity on both ends of the floor, and they didn't allow their mistakes to get the better of them.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. Alongside Stan Van Gundy, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. saying thanks for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sports. And as we leave you, here's a look at our player of the game, De'Aaron Fox.
Meet the starting lineup for the visiting Houston Rockets. At point guard, Fred VanVleet. Let's hear it for your San Antonio Spurs. Six 5. number 24, Devin Vassell. 6'7", at guard, number 5, Stephon Castle. 6'3", at guard, number 4, De'Aaron Fox. 7'6", at center, number 1, Victor Wembanyama. 6'11" forward, number 21, Tim Duncan.
Hello, basketball fans. You've got it on 2K Sports as we get set to bring you an exciting and a chance now to look at the schedule for Houston. On Thursday, they'll face off against Anthony Davis and the Dallas Mavericks. And then on Saturday, they'll be playing against Draymond Green and the Golden State Warriors.
And you know, for that matchup with New York, that one's going to be the 7th game of the season, almost a full. Tenth of the season played after that one.
And the Houston Rockets starting 5. Alperen Sengun out there with Durant. Then it's Fred VanVleet. Then there's a man. Thompson, and it's Olajuwon in its center. And for the Spurs, Fox is out there with Castle. Then it's Victor Wembanyama, and it's Duncan, and it's Vassell in at the small forward position. And Fox with a clear path to the basket. Here's Duncan, and the dunk by Duncan.
Well, you know, Duncan's too big and talented not to put a body on him, and he's always lurking around looking for offensive boards.
VanVleet passes to Sengun. Back to VanVleet. Pass to KD. The three-pointer, no good. Spurs have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Outside for Wembanyama. Plenty of space. It's rebounded by Sengun.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
On the way to CBA, introducing the second apron, limiting Shams what teams above the cap can do. How does that new rule affect teams?
Decision makers tell me that they're very much keeping an eye on the second apron, not only of their team, but others, and teams that will have to shed salary because of the second apron and the amount of big contracts we're going to see teams give to players. You're going to see it at the top, but that may dwindle in the middle of their roster. But we will see a more competitive league because of these new CBA changes, and less of a chance of super teams and just more parity and dispersed talent.
Do you constantly read over some of these CBA agreements? I would assume that you do, to have a full understanding of terms like the apron, like we just talked about, or all the other things, the luxury tax, all the things that make deals possible.
It's one thing to have luxury tax. It's a whole nother animal now to have the second apron. And that, certainly for teams that are deep in the second apron, that limits their ability to go make major trades, to be able to sign players for more than the minimum. And we're seeing that happen to at least one or two teams around the league right now. So how will that impact things? But certainly the CBA being 50, 60, 70 pages, that's something you pour through before every calendar year.
It is just fascinating. Catching up on the changes for Houston. Tari Eason comes in for Thompson. And Aaron Holiday is subbed in for Fred VanVleet. Now here is Holiday. Pass to Durant. A 3-ball. That's good from Holiday on the assist by KD. And it's all knotted up.
Durant commands so much attention. Part of the reason why he had a wide-open teammate there.
The wide-open look here for Fox. Good on the triple. Fox has got his third bucket of the night.
His passion for the game, infectious. What a joy to watch when he steps between the lines.
Now here's Durant. He has 5. Inside, the 10-footer. Olajuwon can't hit.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Got it up. That one, no good. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Spurs lead by 3. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Spurs?
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
Yeah, you know what? Makes it really easy for the coaching staff in that case. No adjustments needed. Just keep on keeping on.
This is how the floor looks for the Rockets starting the second. They've got Dorian Finney-Smith. Tari Eason is out there with Smith. Then it's Thompson, and it's Okogie in at the 2. Smith, good for the basket, starting off 1 for 1 with that shot. Shams, with as often as you've interacted with front offices all over the NBA, have you noticed any changes with how franchises operate with both the players and the media and that relationship and where it may be headed?
Everything has to be more specialized now in the organizations, but you're seeing true partnerships develop with teams and their players, especially their top players. Teams have to pay more attention now to data, to metrics than ever before. And the relationship between your top players in the organization, that is very, very important. And the teams that do a good job of managing relationships, of managing expectations, that is clearly what separates the elite teams with the bottom teams. And certainly players in today's generation are very, very polished when it comes to the media.
Oh, you framed that so well. Nice shot by Wembanyama, no good. Houston in the lead. Eason passes to Finney-Smith. It's deflected. Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. Here's Wembanyama. After 2 misses to start the game, he's on the board with that shot made. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for San Antonio?
You have to give them credit for their defense here in the early stages. I mean, they've shown tremendous anticipation, on the same page as a unit defensively, especially on those block shots.
And also, how about how disruptive they've been on defense, not allowing the opposition to get comfortable and also being able to create a lot of steals as well.
And Shams, what an absolute delight it has been having you courtside with all of us tonight. Thank you so much for taking time to join us. It has been a true pleasure.
Thanks so much for the invite. I can't wait to do it again sometime. I'm honored. I'm privileged.
Oh, we are going to hold you to that. Thank you again. Oh, wasn't that wonderful? Easy to see why Shams has so many sources around the game. he's so easy to talk to.
Yeah, it's all about relationships at the end of the day. When the conversations come easily, that suits his purpose as a reporter.
Clock at 2. Here's Olajuwon. Set it up with the fake, but it's offline. Here's the break. Here's Duncan. Oh, and the jam by Duncan.
Oh, he is firing his guys up now. Sweet dunk from Duncan. Mesmerizing.
To the inside. Here's Van Vliet. Kicks it out to Olajuwon. And some nice passing there by Houston. Van Vliet passes to Smith. And it's Smith finishing it off.
And guys, we're going to see a lot of that from this young man. Smith right now, beasting.
With the drive, pass to Castle. There's 25 seconds left now here in the second. Smith against Harper. Over Smith. Out to Duncan. Takes the 3. Good on the three-point shot. Duncan's got the lead up to 4 now for the Spurs.
All too easy for Duncan there. Feels like he can take these shots whenever he wants to.
To the paint. Olajuwon inside. And falls. Great assist by Van Vliet.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Spurs out in front, up by 2. We'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
We've talked about it in the past. They have a deep rotation. That allows them to play matchups.
So why aren't they ahead in this game? And I'll tell you.
And now an opportunity to check out the old social media feed. Okay, Big Play Jay wants to know, what's the hardest thing about playing in the NBA?
The travel. Man, those airplane bathrooms are tiny.
Yeah, maybe for some people. But, you know, I never had that problem.
That's because you're tiny.
And we had a private jet.
And that's a halftime wrap. Let's get back to the second half with the call by Kevin Harlan and the...
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. An exceptional performance from Tim Duncan.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
And you know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
Duncan out there with Jeremy Sohan. Then it's Castle. And there's Harper. And it's Champagnie in at the 3 spot. That's the San Antonio 5. Duncan, the pass to Champagnie. Here's Harper. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. Harper's got his first basket. And the league giving a bit more leeway, GA, to defenders. As a hard-nosed defender yourself, I'm sure you like that change.
Oh, I do. I mean, we all love the intensity of playoff basketball. So why not bring a certain level of physicality to the regular season?
And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. You got for us, GA?
Thanks, Kevin. Alperen Şengün is a weapon on the block. Coach Ime Udoka said there are not a ton of true low-post threats in the NBA nowadays. Joel Embiid, Jokic, I don't know how many others there are anymore. Alpie's had success against pretty much everybody that's guarded him. Kevin, his footwork is indeed high level.
DA totally agree. Great footwork. Moves on moves, I've always said.
Hey, when you look at Thompson, his physical attributes jump out at you right away. I mean, he is a freak athlete with tremendous upside.
The Rockets trail. Clark looking at the growth and skill set of Şengün. He could be special.
I agree 100%, partner. He's got an instinct for the game that you just can't teach. The passing, the ball fakes, the pace at which he plays, it's all there. Feels like he could have the same kind of development trajectory as Jokic. We'll see.
The shot by Wembanyama, no good. Rockets have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Durant Duncan grabs the rebound.
Very surprising that he came away empty there, especially given room to operate.
Pass to Castle. Back to Duncan. Outside for Wembanyama. And that comes off the assist by Duncan. Wembanyama's got 5 points so far.
And I like when Wembanyama is aggressive on offense because defenses feel helpless to stop him.
Here's Şengün. Wow, came this close to a 4-point play. He'll head to the line for 3 free throws. Tim Duncan picks one up. This is his first free throw of the game.
What I like about Şengün is how versatile he is. I mean, especially as a passer.
And he sinks the second. And he makes all 3.
Tell you what, Alperen Şengün is a big with the modern-day game. He scores in bunches inside, but he also can pass it and shoot it from the perimeter, too.
And this will be the last possession of the quarter if they're patient.
Yeah, they've got to hold for the last shot here.
San Antonio with the ball. It's a 3-point game. Wembanyama outside. The kick out to Fox. And again, it's the Spurs from deep. That's the end of the third, and it's all tied up. And we're just moments away from the start of the fourth quarter. Stay with us. And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. So on the floor for Houston, Durant is out there with Alperen Şengün. Then it's Olajuwon. Then there's Amen Thompson. And it's Van Vliet in at the point. Fox against Van Vliet. Pass to Castle. 5 to shoot. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Boy, excellent recognition from Fox. They're outstanding at recognizing when his guys are open. KD looking around. Olajuwon. Nice persistence to tip it back up and in. Olajuwon's got the game tied up here for the Rockets.
Always better to be lucky than good when it comes to offensive rebounding. Unless you're as good as he is, then those tip-ins are all about skill.
Pass to Castle. Outside for Wembanyama. Fires for 3. The size, the shooting touch. Wembanyama is unreal.
So clutch. When the pressure is at its highest, that's when he's at his very best.
There's Olajuwon. There's a minute 47 left to play here in the fourth. Off target from the wing. Wembanyama left side. Back to Fox. Van Vliet against Duncan. Duncan drawing the double team. Fox finds Wembanyama. He gets it in there. And now a 5-point Spurs lead.
How about the young fella, Wembanyama with a big-time bucket.
San Antonio making a switch here. Harper's checked in. Right now, I'd send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Well, during the break, I listened in on Ime Udoka's huddle. He told his players, I need you to play smarter out there. You're in a rush right now, and that's why we're behind. Slow things down. Run our plays. See if that tempo shifts at all. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David.
And we've seen Durant now hit big shots before. This guy relishes the moment.
And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter now. Fox looking it over. Duncan against Şengün from 13.
Lots of athleticism for the long center. Şengün getting it done.
Van Vliet kicks to KD. Fader on the way. Rebounded by the Spurs. Absolutely critical chance right here.
They need this one to go their way.
Outside, Fox. Wembanyama, a screen on Van Vliet. There's the three. And an intentional foul right there.
Foul on Sengun. Second personal foul. First team foul.
Seconds left in the fourth quarter. And he commits the intentional foul.
First personal foul. Second.
He drops the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 5-point game.
2-possession game now, guys. Some very important free throws there.
Now a timeout called by Houston. 15 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. What do you think we're going to see coming out of this timeout?
Trying to get back in this thing, they need a score.
Yeah, and they need it hiccup fast. I mean, they'll be drawing up a quick hitter in the huddle here, no doubt.
15 seconds left in the fourth. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Thompson, first personal foul. Third team foul. Wembanyama.
And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss.
A generational talent. For Wembanyama, the sky is the limit and the reality.
He's able to hit the second one, and that increases their lead to 6. There's 10 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Pass to Sengun. Laces one from 3. And there's the intentional foul. No choice but to stop the clock here.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
That's a good foul, though. I like that. I mean, clock management crucial at this time of the game.
And so he drops them both. It's a 5-point game.
Good composure from the line there. Those shots sealed it.
And Van Vliet launches it from deep. Misses the shot. And so it's the Spurs with the win. It was up for grabs right until the final seconds.
Yeah, and for me, Kevin, what stood out is just the overall trust this group has in one another when it matters most. Doing what had to be